to 10. So can you tell me what are the values of this particular set for this particular set comprehension?
1,
Yes, anyone?
1, 4,
4,
9, 16, 25.
16,
Basically
25.
square of integers till 10, right? 1, 4, 9, 16 like this, right? Till 100. I'm saying
Yes.
x between 1 and 10, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Now if suppose I say like this, x belongs to natural number, and say suppose wait, so x mod 5 is equals to 0 and x belongs to 40, 1 to 40. Then in that case, what will be the set of S? So S1, S x mod of 5 equals to 0. This is mod of 5
5, 10,
equals to 0.
5,
Yeah,
10, 15, 20.
10,
15,
15 till 40,
40.
right? Like this. Yeah. So this is how to hello. Yes. Okay. So this is how we write the set and subset, right? So now let us just 1 minute. Okay. Now tell me, what are the relations? What is the relation? What happened? Yes. So let us first discuss what is the Cartesian product, right? Now suppose if I want a Cartesian product of two sets, say suppose I have set A and set B. So the Cartesian product of set A and B will be basically the combination of each element with other element of each set, right? So A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3 like this. So this is basically a Cartesian product of two sets, right? That is A and B, right? Now what is binary relation here? A relation between two set X and Y is a collection of order pair containing one element from each set. Like basically this binary relation basically it is a subset of Cartesian product of X and Y. Okay. Say for example, it is X and Y. So here in this case you can say A and B. Yeah, please mute yourself. Yeah. Okay. Now here you can see in this example, same example, it's A and B. So I have this Cartesian product of two set, that is A cross B, right? So now what is binary relation? Basically it is a subset of this Cartesian product. So here you can see A1, B2, B3, right? And here you can see B3, A2, B1. So this basically all are the binary relations, right? Basically it's subset of Cartesian product X and Y, that is A and B here, right? And note that the order of element is important in a relation, that is A comma 1 is not equals to 1 comma A, right? So this is the point. Now these are the important thing. Okay, I will mark it as a star. So this properties of relation, right? So what is reflexive relation first? So for example, let R be any binary relation. So what is binary relation we already discussed, right? Then R is a set of reflexive if and only if for all X belong to S. Hello. Yes. Okay. So for all X belong to S, X comma X belongs to R. Okay. So basically say for example, we have set having the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Now what will the reflexive relation of this particular set? For example, I1 you can see 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3, 4 comma 4, right? For all X belong to this S, right? So here you can see all the elements should be there in a combination of X comma X. Then we can say it is a reflexive relation. So for example, here you can see in R2 1 comma 1 is there, 2 comma 2 is there, 4 comma 4 is there, but 3 comma 3 is not present. So we can say that R2 it is not a reflexive relation, right? R3 here you can see 1 comma 1, 3 comma 3, 2 comma 2, 4 comma 4. So basically R3 is also a reflexive relation. Okay. So any doubt in this part? Okay. Okay. So now what is symmetric relation here? So let R be a binary relation on set S, then R is said to be symmetric if and only if for every x comma y belongs to R, there exists y comma x belongs to R. Okay. Say for example, say element there is 1 comma 2 is present. So 2 comma 1 must be present in that particular set. Then we can say S is symmetric relation. For example, I have set S having the 4 element that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Now let us look at this R1. So here I am having 1, 2. So the symmetric relation, this the condition to satisfy, right? That is x comma y is there, so y comma x must be present here. So 1, 2, 1 comma 2, so 2 comma 1 is present here. 3 comma 4, 4 comma 3 is present here. 2 comma 2 is basically, it's if we interchange x and y value, it will be 2 comma 2 only, right? So basically the duplicates are not allowed, so we can say yes, this is also a symmetric relation, right? So R1 is a symmetric relation, right? Now here you can see, for example, like same in the R2, right? So 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1 is there. For 2 comma 3, 3 comma 2 is there. For 4 comma 3, 3 comma 4 is there. So R2 is also symmetric relation. But in the case of R3, uh, for for this 3 comma 4, 4 comma 3 is not present, right? In R3. So we can say this is not a symmetric relation. Okay. So it is simple. Just look at this particular condition. In the case of reflexive, for all the x belongs to R, there should be x comma x value, right? And this is for symmetric relation. Now let's move on to a transitive relation. Same thing, like for R be a binary relation on set S, then R is said to be transitive relation if and only if for every pair of element x comma y and y comma z, then there exists x comma z also, right? So for example, I have A, B and B comma C in my set. So then there should exist A comma C in my set so that I can say this is a transitive relation. Okay. So if you see, you can see this example same of having the 4 element 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Then what is R1 here? So 1 comma 2, 2 comma 3 is present, right? So for to be transitive, 2 comma 1 comma 3 must be present here, right? So here you can see 1 comma 3 is present, right? So can I say R2 a transitive relation based on this definition? Yes, anyone?
No. No.
Why no?
Yes, sir. It's transitive.
Yes, it is transitive.
Yeah, it is transitive, right?
It's transitive.
So because there is not 4 comma 1 is not present here, right? In that particular R2. That's why. So now R3 is R3 transitive?
No.
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 Okay. So 1 comma 3 is present, 1 comma 4 is present. So what is the condition? If x comma y and y comma z is present, so is 3 comma 1 or not 1, so anything like 3 comma say z or 4 comma z is present here in this R3? No, right? So my this condition, like there's if and only if for every pair of this particular element there should exist x comma z. So this particular pair of element is not existing in my R3, right? Then I can say it is a transitive relation. Hello, are you getting it what I'm saying?
Piyush, so I just wanted to ask, so any set
Yes.
with just one pair of elements, any
Hmm.
set with one pair of elements becomes automatically transitive, is it?
Yeah, automatically transitive. Yeah.
Acha, okay, thank you.
So now let us see, look at this R5. Okay. So we have 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1. So then there should exist 1 comma 1. So let us see. Yes, 1 comma 1 is there. Right. Now same thing you can see. What is the condition here? 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1. Right. So R5 is not the relation. R3. So one more thing. It is 1, 2. Yeah. So y is same here in this case also, right? So 1 comma 2 and 2 comma 3. So there should exist x comma z, that is 1 comma 3, right? So 1 comma 3 is not present in my R5, then I can say this R5 is not a transitive relation, right? But for suppose 2 comma 3 is not present, then in that case can I say it is a transitive relation?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Right. Then I can say it is transitive relation. Okay. So the next one is equivalence
Sorry
relation.
to interrupt, Piyush. Can
Yes,
you
yes.
go up again? Can you explain
Yeah.
R2 once again?
Yeah. So what is the basic condition for to be transitive? So if and only for every pair of elements x comma y and y comma z is there, then there should exist x comma z. So for example, a comma b and b comma c is there, then there should exist a comma c for to be transitive. If this particular element is not present, then we can say, and if these two exist, then we can say it is not transitive. So here in this case, R5, you can see 1 comma 2
No.
and 2
I'm asking
comma.
for R2. I'm asking for R2.
R2 is having only single relation, right? Only single
Okay.
element, that is 1 comma 4. So if it is there, like suppose say 4 comma z, anything, right? Any integer value, then I can say it is not a transitive. But only one element is there, 1 comma 4, right?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. Now, what is basically equivalence relation? So if basically our R is reflexive, symmetric as well as transitive, then we can say R is an equivalence relation. So for same set for 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here you can see 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3, 4 comma 4. So means my relation is reflexive. Right. Now what is symmetric? Yes, what is condition for symmetric? Does anyone?
Like
Opposites
X comma y belongs to R,
X
y comma x should belong to R.
If x comma y is there and then y comma x is present, then I can say it is symmetric, right? Now let us see x comma y. So y comma x is also 1 comma 1, right? So it will satisfy for all the 4 condition, right? Basically, it is the same thing, right? Now let us check for 2 comma 3. So 3 comma 2 is there. Yes, it is there. Let us check for 4 comma 1. 1 comma 4 is there. Yes, it is there. So I can say this symmetric also. Now what is transitive? As we discussed earlier.
Sir, if A comma B belongs to R
Yeah.
and B comma C belongs to R, then A comma C also belong to R.
Yeah. So here you can see. So let us take any two thing. Yeah. So it's 2 and 2, right? So y is common. So 2 comma 3 must be present. And already this element is there, right? 2 comma 3. Now if you take this one 3 comma 3 and 3 comma 2, 3 comma 2 must be present. So already it is present, right? So this we can say it is transitive also. So our relation R is reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. Then we can say it is equivalent, right? Equivalence relation.
Sir, please explain once again transitive.
Transitive. Okay. Say suppose I have a set S, and in that we are having the element 2 comma 3 and 3 comma 2, right? So then there should exist 2 comma 2, right? Here you can say A comma B and here comma B comma C. Then there should exist an element such that A comma C, right? Then I can say it is transitive here. So if 2 comma 3 and here 3 comma 2 is there, then there should exist 2 comma 2, so that I can call it as a transitive. But here you can see 2 comma 2 is not present in the set, then it is not a transitive. If it is present, so suppose if I include 2 comma 2 in the set, 2 comma 2 in the set, then I can say it is
Transitive.
okay. Is it transitive? Transitive. Let us see.
Hmm.
So 3 comma 2 and then 2 comma 2, right? What happened? 2 comma 2. Now here you can also see this is A comma B and this is B comma C, right? And 3 comma 2 is already present here, right? So this is transitive, right? For all the cases, my condition of transitive is getting satisfied. So if element exists like this A comma B and B comma C. So basically you have to check for a where x equals to y, right? So basically same B value, then there should exist A comma C, that is A comma C. Then I can say my relation is in transitive. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Okay, fine.
So we will consider it for 1
Okay.
comma 1 also.
So this is basically the properties of a set. Now, one important thing about the set operations. I think you must be knowing that just now in stats 1. So we have first union. Okay, let us consider S1 having the element 2, 3, 5, 8, 7. So S2 I am having 3, 8, 9, 1. Right? So first union, second intersection, and third difference. So what is S1 union S2? Yes, anyone?
2, 3, 5, 8, 9, 1, 7.
7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9.
So basically here you can see all the elements of
One.
S1 and S2, and the repetition is not allowed, right, in the set.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
first
sir.
the common element of both the set, that is S1 and S2, and then the remaining element of S1 and S2. So here you can see 2, 3, 5, 8, 7, 9, 1. This is basically a union. And it is denoted by this U symbol, right? What is S1 intersection S2?
Sir, common elements of both sets.
Yeah, so common elements of both the
3
set,
and
that is
8.
S1 and S2. That is 3 and 8.
3 and 8.
Right? Yeah. Then what is difference? S1 minus S2.
2, 5, 7.
The element which is present in S1 but not in S2, right? That is S1 minus S2. So which are
2,
those
5
elements?
and 7.
5, 2, 5, 7, 9, 1.
2, 5, 7. No, 9. 9, 1 will not be there. Element which is present in set 1 but not in set 2, right? That is 1. And if I say S2 comma S1, then in that case, what will be the answer?
9, 1.
3, 9, 1.
Yeah.
9
So
and
3 will not be there, right? It is there.
9, 9,
So
9, 1.
9, 1 only, right? Yeah. So I hope you understand the basic set operation. And suppose, and is also referred as S1 slash S2. Here S2 slash S1, right? Suppose if we give some complications like S1 intersection S2, then something big expression, you should be able to simplify that, right? That's it.
What is S2 slash S1? Is it equal to S2 minus S1?
Sorry,
S2 slash S1, is it equal to S2 minus S1?
S2 minus S1, yeah.
Okay.
Here S1 minus S1 is equals to, sorry, S1 minus S2 is equals to S1 slash S2.
Okay.
Okay. So now what is function? Okay, so basically what is the function? Suppose I have function f of x. So if I input a one value of x, I will get only one value of y. So then I can say that is a function, that is one-to-one function, right? Now for a function x belongs to y, denotes that f is a function from set x to set y, where x is a domain and y is a codomain, right? So what is domain here? So set of all the input value that particular x can take. What is codomain? The set of all possible output values. Okay, that is basically a set y. And what is the range of f? This y belongs to this particular y for y equals to f of x. So basically it is a codomain, right? Now say for example, if I say I have f of x say equals to, say, let us take simple thing, x square only. So what will the domain? And what will be the range?
All real number.
For all real
real
number, right? We can
numbers.
take all real number. What will the
Mm.
range?
Square of all real numbers.
Yeah,
All
Positive,
real
infinity to
numbers.
minus infinity, right? Not minus infinity, 0 to infinity, right? Sorry.
Only 0 to infinity. 0
Yeah,
to
0 to
infinity.
infinity. Yeah, 0 to infinity, right? And say suppose I have f of x like this. Then in that case, what will the domain and what will the range? Is it visible? It is x square minus 6x plus 9 divided by x minus 3. I will write it down here. X square minus 6x plus 9 x minus 3. Yes, anyone?
The range will be -3 to infinity.
Range will be
-3 to infinity.
-3 to infinity. What will be the domain?
No, our domain could
Means
be any real number except 3.
all real values.
Yeah.
All real values
Domain
except 3.
will be all
Except
real value except 3, right?
three.
Because
Yes,
for
sir.
3, this function is not defined, right? If I put x
Yes.
equals to 3 here, I am getting 0 by 0, right? So
Yes.
function is not defined here. Yeah. So domain is
How,
all the real number except x equals to -3. And what will be
how
the
is
range?
how is the range -3 to infinity?
How? -3 to infinity.
Sorry, it's actually 3 to infinity.
How are we calculating range here?
So you draw the parabola for x square minus 6x plus 9, and you see the lowest point. The vertex is at. Okay, sorry, I'm wrong. Wrong.
Here we have to divide x minus 3 also, right? If you simplify this, it will be x minus 3 whole square, right? On x minus
Yes,
3.
sir.
It is x minus 3 only. So it will take depend except when r is not equals to 3. So basically my range will be minus infinity to 0. But 0 is not included, right? Because we are already saying that x is not in our domain, right? So union of 0 to infinity. Hello, are you getting it?
Yes.
I feel because anyway x minus 3 the whole square and x minus 3 is getting cancelled, the final value is coming as x minus 3. So I feel like the range and the domain are both equal to r.
No, this function basically is not defined for x equals to 3, right? This
No,
f of x.
but x minus 3 is
This
anyway
function is
getting
not valid when
cancelled.
x equals to 3.
Correct, because you're saying that because it's coming in the denominator, right? Because
Yeah.
x minus 3 term is coming in the denominator, but what I'm saying is it's getting cancelled, so it gets simplified to x minus 3, right? So it should be, the range of the domain should be all real values of x, because finally it is like a line.
No. Whenever we are calculating the function range, we should consider the original function, right? Here, if you plot the graph, you can see it is not defined when x equals to 3.
Okay.
Yeah. You can just go on Desmos and you can check it. Okay. But like, but you understood, right? What is range and what is domain? That is more important, not this complex one. Yeah. So the types of function. So there is injective function, surjective function, bijective function. So just go through the definition. If each element in X is mapped to a distinct element in Y, then we can say it is injective function. Surjective function basically if the range is equal to codomain, then we can say the function is surjective function or onto function. And bijective function basically if the function is both injective and surjective, it is called bijective function. Okay. So just remember this definition. Nothing in that. Okay. So that's from set 1. Okay. So now this is second topic, that is week 2, that is rectangular coordinate system. So we have this one, right? So I will quickly go through it. So this x-axis and this is vertical y-axis. This is my first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant, right? So in the first quadrant, my all x and y are positive, right? That is plus plus. In second quadrant, it is
Minus
minus
plus.
plus.
And
It is minus minus, and it is plus minus, right? So basically, why we are saying that if I given a point say P and having the coordinates say -3, 2, then you should be able to see like in which quadrant this my point exists, right? So here you can see in second quadrant my point exists, right? Now what about my point is 3, 0? In which quadrant it will lie? So what is 3, 0 here? Where it will lie in this coordinate system?
First quadrant.
It's on
What
X
range?
coordinate.
X-axis.
कुछ बोल रही है
It will
क्या?
be on axis.
X-axis.
Oh,
Yeah,
X
क्या
is
बोल रही है?
this is on x-axis, right?
okay. Okay, you're right.
Yeah, it will not be in first quadrant or fourth quadrant.
पेन होगी बहुत
Please mute yourself. Okay. Now this is simple about the rectangular coordinate system. I hope you understand this, right? Nothing in that. So now first, what is distance formula? So suppose in the coordinate system I have 2 points, say P and say Q, okay, and having the coordinate x1 comma y1. Then here Q is x2 comma y2. Then what will the distance between PQ? Yes, anyone?
x1 minus x2 का under root x1 minus
Sorry?
x2 का whole square
x2 minus x1 whole square. Then
plus y1 minus y2 plus y1 minus y2 whole square.
plus y2 minus y1 whole square, right? So basically difference in x coordinate square plus difference in y coordinate square, right? So it will give me a distance between this point and Q, right? This is basically a simple formula. So please remember this, the distance between any 2 points, say suppose x1 comma y1 and x2 comma y2 will be under root of difference in x coordinate square plus difference in y coordinate square, that is y2 minus y1 square. Okay. Now, yes, what is section formula? Say suppose I have a line, say PQ only, having x1 comma y1 and here x2 comma y2, and here it is point M, say x comma y, and we are dividing it, sorry, let's say R, and we are dividing in the ratio M is to N. Then in that case, what is the value of x and y? If we are, if the point lies with the point R dividing the line PQ in the ratio M is to N,
mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n x coordinate.
so basically x coordinate will be M into x2 plus N into x1 upon M plus N. What will be my y coordinate? Instead of,
my2
yeah,
my
M y2 plus N y1
and y
upon
upon m plus
M
n.
plus, yes, yes. So this is x comma y. So this is how we will get coordinates of point R.
That's fine.
So for
Yes.
example, if you want, yes, yeah. So this is how we get the coordinate of point R. So based on the section formula, if it divides the point our line in the ratio M is to 1 internally. So there is one more topic, that is external division. So that is not there in our so we will not go into that part. Okay. I hope you understand this section formula. Now what is area of a triangle? So area of a triangle, I mean to say, like, say suppose I have this 3 point in rectangular coordinate system and I joining this 3 point. So what will the area of a triangle of this particular A, B, C? So say my A is x1 comma y1, B is x2 comma y2, and C is x3 comma y3, right? Now these are the 3 point A, B, C, and I need to find out the area of a triangle using this coordinate. So yes, what is the formula? Yes, anyone?
1 by 2
1 by 2.
into x1.
Yeah, so basically in the mod, area is always positive, right? So
Yes.
1 by 2. So you have to fix first 3 points, which one be x1, which one be x2 and x3. Then what you can do, x1 into y2 minus y3
y3 का whole square
plus no,
plus
square is not here.
x2
No, square will not be there. Yeah.
y1
So
minus
x2
y3
into y3 minus y1. Yeah. So
y1
x2 y3 minus y1 and
plus
plus
x3
x3
y1
into
minus
y1
y2.
minus y2.
y2.
Yeah. So once you fix the sequence of the coordinate, then you have to go in that way only. Okay. So don't consider this as 1, then 2, then 3, and okay, then you go like this. So make sure you fix the coordinate first, which one will be my x1, x2, x3. Then you can apply this basically formula. Okay. So please remember this, area equals to 1 by 2 in the mod because area is always positive. So x1 into y2 minus y3 plus y2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. Okay. So this is basically a area of a triangle if we know the 3 points. So I hope you understand the distance from a section from an area of a triangle. Kindly note it down. Okay. It is simpler. Okay. So yeah. Anyone, any doubt in this part?
Piyush, I just have something
Yes.
to say. Since these coordinates are relatively easy to plot, right? So you're able to see that the base is 4 and the height is 3. I think it can just be done with half BH2. We may not need this formula in this case, but I think for a more complicated coordinates which are not along, right angles, I think it
If
may
it is
be
right angle, we can direct, yeah, but still we
yeah.
need to take the difference only, right? In order to find out this length and this length.
Yeah, it's already 4 and 3. Scroll down.
Okay, in this question, okay, we'll
Yeah,
take
this
that
question
question.
is
Different, yeah,
Ah.
we'll take that, yeah, don't worry. So till now you understood, right? Distance from a section from an area of a triangle.
Yes.
Now based on that, let us discuss this question. So what will be the area of a triangle? Formed by the midpoints. Okay, so midpoints of line segment PQ, QR, and RB, where the coordinates are PQR, like this respectively. So we have, say suppose this is 0, 0 origin, 4, 0 will be like this here, right? It is 0, 0. And where will be 4, 3? Here, right?
First quadrant.
Yeah, this is 4, 3. And this is 0. So this is my P, this is my Q, and this is my R. So I am joining these 3 lines. So what we are saying, the area of a triangle formed by the midpoints of line segment PQ. This is midpoint, say M, QR, and RP. So say N is a midpoint of QR and O is a midpoint of PR. Now, if we join this 3 point, what will be the area of a triangle of this O and M? So this particular area we have to find, right? So yes, anyone, how to go, how to proceed?
M coordinate is 2, 0.
Yeah, so first we need to find out the coordinates of O, M, N, right?
Yes, a midpoint.
Yeah, so then we can use, yeah. So midpoint means we are dividing this segment in the ratio 1:1, right?
Yes.
So what will be the x coordinate of O? Yes, anyone?
2, 2.
4, 0 divided by 1 plus 1, that is 2. Y coordinate?
3 by 2.
Yeah, that is 3 by 2. What is x coordinate of M?
2.
That is 4 plus 0 divided by 2, that is 2. Y?
0.
It is 0. And what is N?
4, 3 by 2.
Yes.
4, 3 by 2. N coordinate.
And basically ny will be 3 minus 0 by 2, right? Sorry, 3 plus 0 by 2, that is 3 by 2. Okay, so here we are saying, okay, this we can easily find out that this is our rectangle. But what suppose if we are given like this minus 3, 4, okay, then in that case your triangle will be like this, right? And suppose if we say that segment PQ is divided in the ratio, so point M divide the ratio in the 3:2, okay, like this. So if suppose like this is there 1, 2 and 1, 1. This is PQR. I am just changing the coordinate, okay, M and O. So in that case, you need to apply the section formula, try to find out the coordinates of M, O, N, and then once we find out the coordinate, we can use that area of a triangle formula, right? So here it is midpoints we can easily find out from the graph also, but in that case, you need to apply those formula, section formula only. So what will the area here now? So I will draw this triangle here. So this is 2 comma 3 by 2, right? This is 2 comma 0 and this is 4 comma 3 by 2. Now just apply those area of triangle formula. So it will be 1 by 2. Now let us take this as 1 x1, this one as x2 and this one as x3, right? So 2 into, okay, let me write down the formula. y2 minus y3 plus x2 is y3 minus y1 and plus x3, it is y1 minus y2, right? Now if we apply this formula, what I will get? What is x1 here? 2. What is y2 minus y3? 0 minus 3 by 2, right? What is x2? 2. And what is y3 minus y1? It is 3 by 2 minus 3 by 2, right? Plus x3 is 4 and my y1 minus y2 is 3 by 2 minus 0. So this is 0, right? So what I am getting? 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2 into 2, that is minus 3 plus 4 into 3 by 2, that is 6, right? So it will be 1 by 2 mod of 3, it will be 1.5 square unit, right? Hello? Any doubt in this part? You can also try it. I am just quickly going through it. So at first you need to find out the coordinate and then we can apply this simple formula, right? Hello?
Yes, got it.
Sure,
Okay. Now we'll move on to a lines or representation of a line. So there are few forms of equation of straight line. Okay. So general form is ax plus by plus c equals to 0. Slope point form is y comma y minus y0 equals to m, where m is the slope, right? And x comma x0. What is slope intercept form? Okay, that is y-intercept. If y-intercept is c here and slope is m, so if slope and y-intercept is given, so simply we can use y equals to mx plus c. And what is slope intercept form? When x-intercept is given, that is y equals to mx minus in bracket x minus t. Okay, and this is intercept form. When where a is a x-intercept and b is a y-intercept, then simply we can use x comma a plus y divided by b equals to 1. And what is 2-point form? Say instead of just finding out this slope, we can simply use 2-point form. That is y minus y1 equals to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 in bracket x1 minus x2. So please note it down. Okay. So if you need to
Excuse
find
me,
out
what
the
is
general equation of a line by using any method, you should be able to do it, right?
D in x-intercept?
D is basically x-intercept. So where my graph is cutting the x-axis, right? Right? That is x-intercept. Yeah. So now we'll move on to a slope of the line. So as we discussed, say suppose this is my x-axis, this is y-axis, x and y, and this is my line. Okay. So what is the slope of this particular line? I call it as a theta. Okay, this is 90 degree. Okay, assume it as a 90 degree. So basically slope of a line is denoted by m, right? So it is equals to a change in x coordinate, sorry, change in the y coordinate divided by change in the x coordinate. All right. So suppose I have this point as x2 comma y2, this one as x1 comma y1. Then what will be my slope? Change in y coordinate, right? This y2 minus y1 divided by change in x coordinate, is x2 minus x1, right? Or either you can also use y1 minus y2, x1 minus x2, same thing, right? This is basically slope. If I know the 2 point, then how to calculate the slope. But if you observe here by trigonometry, we can say my slope is basically equals to tan of theta also, right? So this is regarding the slope. So if we know the 2 point, so we should be able to do we should be able to find out the slope, right, by using 2 point. Or if we know the inclination, that is with the positive x-axis, then we can say my slope will be tan of theta. Okay. Okay. Anyone, any doubt in this part? Okay. So what is parallel perpendicular lines in terms of slope? Anyone? What are the condition?
M1, M2 is equal to
M is equals to minus 1 by m.
Yeah. So for perpendicular line, if m1 is the slope of L1 and m2 is slope of L2, then L1 will be perpendicular to L2 if and only if m1 comma m2 is equals to -1, right? So the product of those slope is equals to -1, then I can say these two lines are perpendicular. And for parallel, what is the condition for L1 and L2?
same.
M1
Yeah,
M1
slope,
equals to
M1
0.
is equal to m.
yeah, slope
M1
should be
M2
same, then I
is
can
equal to
say
0.
my lines
Both
are
slope
parallel.
are equal.
That's it, right? Nothing in that. It is just slope, and this is the how to find out, sorry, how to check whether my lines are parallel perpendicular lines. Okay, so these are the two conditions. Kindly note it down. Based on that, you can expect some numerical. Okay, simple numerical. That's it. So yeah. Now here you can see one more thing, distance of a line given from a point. Okay, so if this distance, we have a straight line and from a point is x comma y1, the distance will be like this. So suppose I have this particular point and I have this line. So the distance of this particular point, say x1 comma y1 to this line is a perpendicular distance, right? So it is given by, just replace the x and y with this coordinate, that is a into x1 plus b into y1 plus c under root of coefficient of this variable, it's a square plus b square. So it will give us a distance between the point and the line. So sometimes we also refer it as a minimum distance, right? So if in the case, if in the question it is asked for minimum distance, so we can use this formula, right? And what is distance between two parallel lines? So suppose this ax plus by plus c1 is line 1 and this is the line 2, right? Okay, so suppose we have this general condition, okay, it's line 1, L1 and L2. Now using this, can you tell me what are the conditions for perpendicular and parallel line in A and B form? Yes, anyone?
I didn't understand the question.
Perpendicular lines, one line should be ax plus by plus c1 and other should be bx plus ay plus c2.
Yeah, so basically if I say this AB and this AB are same, okay, so suppose this a1x plus b1y equal plus c1 equals to 0, this is my line 1, and my line 2 is a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals to 0. Then what is the condition for perpendicular and parallel based on a1, a2, b1, b2?
For parallel
A1
line,
by
A1
B1
B2
equal
is
to
equal to A2 B1.
Parallel A1 is equal to A2, B1 is equal to B2.
A1 must be equals to a2, b1 is equals to b2. Is it condition?
So for parallel,
Condition
A1,
will
A1,
Oh,
B2 is
the
equal to B2,
ratio
A1.
is always
Yeah.
A1 by A2 is equals to B1 by B2. Parallel.
Yeah.
the ratio A1 by B1 should be equal to A2
Uh-huh.
by B2 for
The
parallel.
ratio should be same here.
Yeah, ratio should be same for parallel. A1 by A2 must be equals to B1 by B2, right? And what is condition for perpendicular? What is
A1,
condition
A2
for
is equal to
perpendicular?
B1, B2.
A1, A2
A2
equals to
equal to B1, B2.
B1 and B2.
Hmm.
Okay, so tell me what is the slope of this particular line M1, L1 and L2? slope in terms of A, B1 and C1? Tell me.
Minus A1 by B.
Minus
A1 by B.
A1 by
B1 or M.
B1, right?
Ah.
And what is M2 in this case? Minus
Minus A2 by
A2 by
B2.
B2, right? Now what I am saying, for parallel, M1 is equals to M2, right? So it gives me minus A1 B1 equals to minus A2 B2, right? So minus minus will get cancelled. So basically A1 upon A2 equals to B1 upon B2, right? This is a condition. What is the condition for perpendicular line? This M1 into M2 must be equals to minus 1, right?
Sir, if you could share this PDF in the chat, it would be very
Yes.
helpful.
After the session, we'll share it.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So minus A1 B1 into minus of A2 B2 equals to minus 1. So minus minus will get plus, right? And what are the conditions? A1 A2 equals to minus B1 into B2. So that I can say A1 A2 plus B1 B2 equals to 0, right? This is the condition for perpendicular line. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. So it is minus, yeah. And this is for parallel lines. So I hope you remember this list for how to find out the slope in terms of A1 and B1. So if I just compare this with this equation mx plus c, try to bring this equation in this form, and that the coefficient of x will be your slope, right? And here please remember our y must have a coefficient 1 only, right? Then only you can compare those equation. Okay. Now how to find out distance between two parallel lines? So these are the two parallel lines. So this is the formula, simple formula you can remember, c1 minus c2 in the mod, okay, and under root of a square plus b square, right? So this formula is only applicable when a, b and b are same, okay? So what if I have equation like this, okay? Shall I erase this? I hope you understand how it came, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
खमन नहीं मिलता, खमन तो मिलता होगा यार। यहाँ पे नाश्ता अच्छा मिलता कहाँ है भाई? ये नाश्ते वाली चीज है, यहाँ पे नाश्ता मिलता ही नहीं अच्छा।
Please mute
टीपोस पे
yourself.
खमन मिलता है? नहीं, खमन नहीं मिलता है टीपोस पे। मैंने तो कभी नहीं देखा किसी को खाते हुए। खमन यहाँ आसपास मिलता ही नहीं है यार शायद। फास्ट फूड की दुकानें हैं मोस्टली,
Speaking.
या अपना अड्डा पे मिल सकता है।
Shrishti, can you mute yourself?
Muted her.
Okay, so please mute yourself, okay?
Just can you share the screen? I think the screen is gone.
Yes. Okay. So where I was, yeah. Suppose this formula you can only use when AB and AB are same. So what if there is like this 4x plus 6y plus 10 equals to 0 and 2x plus 6y 3y plus say 12 equals to 0. Then can you use this formula? These two are the parallel line, right? Because if you check the ratio, it is 4/2 equals to 6/3, right? It is 2 only. So the ratios are equal. So these two lines are parallel. But can you use this formula here to find out
Yeah,
the
we can
distance between
reduce
two
the
parallel lines?
first one. We
Yes.
can reduce the first one
Can we
as
multiply
2x
the
plus
second
3y plus
line
5.
with the 2?
Yeah. So either you can divide it by 2, or here you can multiply the second equation by 2. So basically we are trying to make the coefficient of x and y same, right? So here you can just divide it by 2. So it will be 2x plus 3y plus 5 equals to 0. Now in this case your C1 will be 5, not 10, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So please try to note it down. So our A and B should be same. Okay. So this is small concept of straight line fit. Not much in detail, but just for example. So suppose this is y-axis and this is x-axis, right? And we have this particular point. we have to find out the equation of a line which best fit for this particular data set, right? That is like this, or if this is the line, or it can be like this only. So what will the straight line fit here? The line in which so by using SSE. So what is SSE? That is sum squared error, right? So basically how if we use sum square error method, so it will give us the deviation of this particular linear model, right, from the actual data set. So how we do that? So we just take the perpendicular distance from this point to this line, from this point to this line, so from this point to this, okay, like this, okay, and we find out the SSE value for each line. So suppose this is L1, this is L2, and this is L3. Okay, we'll find out the SSE value for each line as well, L1, L2, L3. How to find out, I will tell you. And the minimum of that particular SSE will be my base straight line fit. So suppose I calculate L1, so SSE for L1 is 2, SSE for L2 is 3, and SSE for L3 is 1.5. Then in that case, and this SSE, like L3 will be the base fit for this particular data set. But how to find out SSE? Now let's see. So what is SSE here? Basically, it is a summation. It is basically I varies from 1 to n here. So we are finding the straight line fit, right? So what is the equation of a line? So it will be, we're just finding out the error, that is yi minus xi minus c whole square, right? So basically what we are doing, we are just finding out the deviations of the predicted linear, basically this value against the actual data, and the value of that particular SSV will be minimum, so that line will be a straight line fit. So nothing in it. If your equation is given to you, okay, simply consider SSA, find out the SSA value, and if it is minimum, say suppose you have given 3 more lines like this, and y equals to minus 5 minus 6x plus 8, right? Okay. So if 3 lines are given and it is asked like what will be the best straight line fit among these 3 lines, so what you have to do, you have to calculate SSE value for each 3 lines, and the minimum SSE value will be that best straight line fit for this particular data set, right? So now here you can see this is a line y equals to 2x plus 2, and we have to find out the SSE. Here you can see a simple formula SSE, right? That is summation of for each element. So I belongs to n. We are just taking the deviation, right? That is m of xi minus c whole square. So yeah, so let us take when my x equals to 1, okay, my y will be 5. So my actual data will be 5, right? Just 1 minute.
So Piyush, we are just calculating the difference of the y coordinate. We are not calculating the perpendicular distance, right?
We are just finding out the distance of y coordinate. That's it only, right? This is my actual point.
Okay.
So this is my actual point, and this line is passing through it, right? So we are calculating this distance, right? Squaring basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my when x equals to 1, what is the value of y? So here you can see we have to put y is already given, it is 5, and here you have to put x in here. So let me generalize it, and then that is y minus 2x minus 2, that is y xi, right? So when x1 equals to 1, my y is 5. So 5 minus 2 square plus, for all the 4 elements you have to find out, right? So 2, right? So 6, 2 into 2 minus 2 plus 9 minus 4 into 2 minus 2 plus 18 minus 2 into 9 minus 2. Now just calculate the value. So it will be 1 square. So 4 minus 2, 6, 0, 8, 8, right? 10 minus 1, right? Square is 1 only. plus 18 cancel 2, that is 4. So answer will be 6, right? So SSE value for this particular straight line fit will be 6, right? And if you are given the multiple equation of a line, say for this one is y1, y2, y3, find out the SSE value for each line give, based on this data set, and the minimum SSE value will be the base straight line fit. Okay. Okay. Anyone, any doubt in this part? Okay. So this is one question. Try to solve. A vehicle is traveling on a straight line path, passes through this point. What will the value of mu? Straight line path. Yes, anyone?
We'll use section formula for this.
Why section formula? So vehicle is traveling on a straight line path and passes through all
Distance
the 3
formula as well
points.
we can.
So this is basically a straight line path, right? And my point is, say this is A and this is B and this is C, right? Then what should be the value of 2 comma u? What is mu? Yes, anyone?
The answer is A2.
Sorry?
The answer is 2.
Answer is 2. Okay, how?
So the thing is, the slope, you all the slopes are all the same for each of the line segments.
You are not audible. Okay.
Can you? Okay. Can
So
you hear me
basically
now?
what is yes, yeah.
Yeah. So the slopes are the same for all the line segments.
Yeah,
So the thing is, you take the slope of AB and equate it to BC. So you get basically get an equation in terms of mu, and then you solve for mu.
right. Yeah. So basically this is my straight any line and I have considered any number of point here. So basically the slope will be same for each point, right? So you can the slope will be same between any 2 points, right? Here you can do anything. So just apply those
As the
concepts.
points are collinear, right?
Yeah, as the points are collinear. Basically it's passing through the straight line, right? Collinear point, yeah. So one more thing you can I think like this, if these 3 points are collinear, means there will not be any triangle, right? So triangle will not exist between these 3 points if these 3 lines are collinear, if these 3 points are collinear.
Yes.
Yeah. Suppose if you got the question how to check whether the area of a triangle, and in the fourth option that triangle will is not defined or not exist, then in that case you can check for this condition also. Yeah. So what I am saying that the slope between any 2 points will be the same. Now let us take what is slope? Difference in y coordinate upon difference in x coordinate, right? So what is y coordinate? 3 minus 2 upon minus 1 minus of minus 4. And here take this mu minus 3, 2 of minus 1. So 1, 3, right? Mu minus 3, 3. So 3, 3. Answer will be 4, right? Mu equals to 4.
We can also create the straight line formula using first 2 point and just place the x value on the straight line equation
Yes,
and get the
that
y.
will also satisfy it. Yeah, that will also work. Or you can take this 2 difference also, like mu minus 2. Then what is 2 minus of minus 4, right? So here you will get 1 by 3 upon mu minus 2, 2 minus of 4, 6, right? So it will be 2. So 2 mu minus 2, mu it will be 4, right? Answer will be 4. Yeah. I hope you understand this question, right? This concept.
Yes.
Okay. So these 2 questions, just solve it quickly. Slope of the straight lines perpendicular to this line. This both the line. So what is the slope of a straight line perpendicular to the following lines? So first you need to find out the slope of this particular line, and we can use that formula m1 into m2 equals to -1, right? So what is the slope of this particular line? Yes, anyone? We have discussed it earlier, formula.
Minus 5 by 2.
Minus 2 by 5.
Minus a by b, that is minus
No,
2
minus a
by
by
5, right? If this
Minus
is my
5 by 2.
m, how? m1 minus a by b, that is minus 2 by 5, right? Now if I want to find out the slope of the lines perpendicular this line, so what is the slope of this particular line perpendicular to this line? That will be m2 equals to minus of 5 by 2, right? Minus of minus 5 by 2, that is 5 by 2. The slope of the line perpendicular to this line is 5 by 2, and same thing is here only. M is basically minus a by b, so minus of minus 5, 25, that is 1 by 5. So my slope will be
Minus 5.
minus 5. Yeah, slope will be minus 5. Yes, simple thing. Yeah, but you can expect the question based on the combination of different things. Like you expect here area of a triangle. So here you need to find out the midpoint also. Okay, section formula also. Okay, so such type of question you can expect based on 2-3 concepts. Not this much simpler. Okay. So now we'll move on to our next topic. It is quadratic function. So what is the general equation of quadratic function? Yes, anyone?
Ax square plus bx plus c is
Yes,
equal to 0.
ax square plus bx plus c, right? That is general equation of a quadratic function. Okay, where a is not equals to 0, right? If a is equals to 0, then what will this equation?
Linear.
Straight line.
Is a straight line, right? Yeah. So basically, our parabola will look like this. Suppose this is our parabola. Okay. Now, just two things are here. If our a is positive, right? If our a is positive, then parabola will be upward, right? Parabola will be upward like this. This was upward parabola. Second, if a is less than 0, then parabola will be downward. That is like this. Okay. Okay. Now, if you see this parabola, this is the vertex. Okay, and this is the axis of symmetry. This is my axis of symmetry, and this is my vertex x. Okay. So what is the equation of this particular axis of symmetry? As anyone?
Minus
This
b
is
by
my
2a.
0. This is basically x coordinate, right? So x coordinate of vertex, that is x coordinate of vertex will be x equals to minus b by 2a. And this axis of symmetry only. It's the equation of axis of symmetry. And what is y coordinate? Just simply put this in the equation, right? Suppose this is f of x. So just put f of minus b by 2a. So that will be your y coordinate of this particular vertex, right? Okay. So this thing I discussed. Now, what is the slope of this particular parabola? Just remember direct equation. If this is a general equation, the slope of a parabola will be 2ax plus b. Okay. This is slope of parabola, right? Okay. Now, what are the conditions? We have discussed this upward, downward. Okay. Okay. So suppose if my parabola is upward, right, like this. So where I will get the minimum value, and what will the maximum value?
Minimum value is f of minus b by 2a,
into the
And
vertex,
maximum
right?
value, yeah,
Yeah.
and the maximum value is infinity.
Infinity, yeah. And if my parabola is downward like this, then minimum and maximum value.
Minimum value minus infinity, maximum value is f of minus b by 2a.
Yeah. So basically, f maximum value is at vertex, and minimum value will be minus infinity. So please remember this thing. So this is the basic thing in this, an important thing. And rest of the, like if you have watched the lectures, how to solve the quadratic equation. So that thing is there. So suppose if you have general equation, I will not go into details.
Piyush,
So
can you
this
please
is
repeat the last? My internet got
which one?
disconnected. Can you please repeat the last, the parabola thing which you were saying the minimum?
Okay. So suppose my parabola is upward like this. Then where it will minimum and maximum value, where it will occur? So my minimum value will occur at this vertex, right? Because this is my parabola, right? Like this. So the minimum value will occur at this particular vertex, and maximum value is infinity. And if my parabola is downward, then my maximum value will occur at the vertex, right? That is maximum value, and minimum value will be minus infinity, right?
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. And how to see whether it's my parabola is upward and downward? Just based on this coefficient of this x square. Okay. If a is positive, then it is upward. If a is negative, then it is downward. Okay. I will take one question based on this.
One quick question here. Can it be like C, that is the axis is parallel to the x-axis?
Sorry, your axis.
Can this parabola be like C, the letter C, which is like the axis
Like
is
this.
parallel to, yeah.
Yeah, this can also possible. But in that case, our equation will interchange, right?
It'll be x square equal to y.
Sorry.
Okay.
It'll be x square equal to y.
Yeah, so basically x equals to ay square plus bx plus by plus c, right? You are just changing the x's, right? That is the case. But in
Oh,
our
okay.
course, we are referring to this general equation only, y at y equals to ax square plus bx plus c. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So if we know this quadratic function, that is equation, we should able to find out the root of this particular expression, right? So there are few method discussed in the lecture, that is by squaring method, right? Or factorizing method. So the best part is our quadratic formula, right? Quadratic formula. That is, if I want to find out the root of this particular equation, it will be x equals to minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac upon twice a. So just use this formula, you will get all the possible root of this particular expression, right? So x equals to minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. And what is my b square minus 4ac? Yes, anyone? You remember what is b square minus 4ac?
Discriminant.
Yeah, so we call it as discriminant, right? And if the value of b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, that is positive, right? Means this square root will exist, right? So we can say then there are two real roots. If my discriminant is negative, okay, that is say minus 4, then in that case
No
there
real
will be no
roots.
real root. Yeah, no real root, or you can say imaginary root, complex number, right? And if b square minus 4ac equals to 0, then in that case
Equal
there will
roots.
be, yeah, one real root, basically equal root, you can say one real root. Okay, so that's it in this particular week, this important week. But remember that how to find out the roots of this quadratic equation, and this can say whatever I explained today. Okay, so how to find out the vertex x coordinate, just put the value of x in that particular expression, you will get the y coordinate for that particular vertex, and the slope of the parabola is 2x plus b. Okay, just remember that simple formula, nothing in that. And these are the important thing, if my parabola is upwards when a is positive and when a is negative, it is downward. Okay, so this is the important thing. from this week, and based on that we'll solve one question. So find the line segment of a straight line. Okay, length of a line segment of a straight line y equals to 2 bounded by the curve y equals to 4x square. So yes, anyone tell me where is the line y equals to 2? This is 2, right?
Sir, parallel to X.
Parallel to X.
Y-axis, right? That is y equals to 2. And how my parabola will look like? Upward or downward?
Upward.
Upward.
A is positive, right? Upward parabola, right? Vertex?
So,
Vertex minus b by 2a. B is not here, so 0, right? And if we put 0 here, we'll get 0. So 0 comma 0 is a vertex. My parabola is upward and vertex is 0, so it will be like this, right?
Yep.
So it will be y equals to 4x square. Now I need to find out the length of a line segment of a straight line bounded by the curve y equals to x square. So bounded by means this and this. So this is P and this is Q. So basically we need to find out the distance between P and Q, that is PQ. How to find out? First we need to find out this intersection point, right? And how to find out the coordinate?
so
find out the
just put the
intersection
value
point.
of 2 in y equal to 4x square. Instead of y, just say 2 is equal to 4x square and solve for x square. I mean.
Say for example, this is some random curve and this is some random curve. This is f1 of x and this is f2 of x. Now if you need to find out the intersection of this particular curve, what you can do, you can simply equate it, right? And whatever the equation it will satisfy, that particular value of x will be intersection point. So same thing here we can do. Y equals to 2, or you can equate it nothing and same thing. So basically 2 equals to 4x square, right? So x square equals to 1 by 2. So x equals to plus minus 1 by root 2, right? So here it will be minus 1 by root 2. What will the y coordinate here?
Plus,
Yes,
it'll be 2.
2 only, right? 2. And here 1 by root 2, that is 2 only. Now we need to find out the PQ. So simple distance formula, right? Under root of x2 minus x1 whole square. So this is my x2, x1. So you can do anything. Under root minus of this 2 whole square plus y2 minus y1. So 2 minus 2 is 0 only. So basically we are getting 2 root 2, right? Here s square and square root. So basically it is 2 root 2 only. And here we are getting root 2 as an answer. Anyone, any doubt this calculation part? This part is clear, right? How to find out coordinate. Yeah. So this thing we can write it as root 2 into root 2. So root 2 get cancelled. So root 2 is the answer. Okay. Now solve this problem. Whatever I have discussed the concept based on that only. Stone is shown with initial speed u shown in figure. The height of a stone trajectory above the height h of t is like this. Okay. So this is the expression. And t is the time of flight. If the highest point in air that a stone can reach is 5 meter above the ground, here you can see this is a point, then calculate the initial speed of u. So simply we need to find out the u. Yes, anyone? How to approach? Tell me your approach.
The vertex is 5.
Yeah. So here you can see the highest point in air that a stone can reach is 5 meters. So my parabola is downward, right? Here you can see it is negative. Highest point it can reach is 5. So basically y coordinate of vertex is right. So y coordinate of vertex is 5, right? This is 5. Now we need to find out the value of u. So what is the x coordinate of vertex? Anyone? I know this, right? This is 5. So if I calculate the x coordinate, if I put in this equation, I will get the y coordinate of this particular vertex, right? I can simply equate these two things. So what is the vertex? X coordinate of vertex here? It is minus b by 2a. Just compare with our standard expression. A is minus 5, b is 1 by 2u, and c is 0, right? So my x will be 1 by 2u into 2 into minus of 5. So it will be u by 20, right? So my x coordinate is u by 20. But it is given to me that my vertex or y coordinate vertex is 5. I just simply put the value of u here. Not u, sorry. T here, right? We'll get expression. So my h of x, basically it is the y coordinate, that is of vertex, that is 5, equals to minus 5 2 upon 20 square plus 1 by 2 u by 20 into u, right? Hello? Yes, any doubt in this part? Hello? Okay. I will simply calculate it. So minus 5u square upon 400 plus u square upon 40, right? Then how to solve this equation? You can simply multiply and divide both the side by 10, right? So here you will get 10u square. So it will be 5u square upon 400, it is 5, right? So 5 get cancelled 1. So u square equals to 400. So u equals to 20, right? So basically speed is always positive, that is u equals to 20. Yeah. Anyone, any doubt in this part? Calculation part and this approach? Anyone? Because y coordinate is given to me of this particular vertex, right? Highest point in air. Here you can see the diagram also. And I can simply find out the x coordinate. I can put in this equation so that I can get the y coordinate. It is equals to 5. I've done the same thing, nothing in that. Okay, anyone, any doubt in this part? You can expect similar question in your qualifier. Okay, so nothing in that. Whatever we have discussed today, just apply those things only. Okay. Okay, so now let's move on to algebra of polynomials. So yes, anyone, what is polynomial first?
X raised to any non-negative integer.
Say suppose I have this particular expression, say an minus 1 xn minus 1 till say a0, okay, anything, right? Now this particular n should be natural exponent, right? N should always be a natural number of this whole algebraic term. Then I can say it is a polynomial function. Okay, so can I say f of x, say 3x square plus 5x plus 2 is polynomial function or not?
Yes.
It is a polynomial, right? Simple. And what if f of x is 3x to the power 1 by 2 plus 3 now? It
No,
is a
it's not
polynomial
polynomial.
expression. Yeah,
No.
because here you can say 1 by 2, right? It is not polynomial expression. Yeah. So what is the degree of the polynomial? Yes, anyone? What is degree of polynomial?
The highest value that x is raised to.
So highest exponent of this particular whole term, right? Any term, any one of the term, that is the degree of this polynomial. So here in this case, degree of this polynomial is 2, right?
Basically n.
Yeah, n. So if highest degree, so if I say like this, 5x 6 plus 3x square plus 9, then the degree will be 6, right? Highest exponent. But this is the expression having one variable, right? X. What if the polynomial of two variable? Say polynomial in two variable. Okay. Say for example, say 10 x square 5 plus 3x square plus 0. Now tell me, what is the degree of this particular polynomial?
You add the exponents of both the variables xy for each term and then check the max.
This is the highest exponent of among all the term, right? So here you can see 3 plus 2, that is 5. Here it is 4 and it is 2, right? So degree of this particular polynomial is 5 only, right? So I hope if we ask how to find out the degree, so you can easily find out, right? Any doubt in this part? How to find out the degree of polynomial?
Yeah,
Yes,
can you
anyone?
please repeat the last one, the polynomial for the two variables?
Yeah. So if there are two variables, say x and y, and we have mentioned the polynomial like this. Okay, that is x cube, so 10x cube into y square plus 5 into y into x cube plus 3x square plus 0, like this. So what is my what I am saying, the degree of this particular two expression? You have to take the summation of the exponent of each term and say which one is the highest. So highest exponent, that will be my degree. So here in this case 3 plus 2, that is 5. In this case it is 1, right? So 1 plus 3, sorry, it is 4, and here it is 2 only, right? So here we can say y raised to power 0, it is 2 plus 0, right? So the highest degree, so highest exponent in this particular expression is 5 only. So I can say degree of this particular polynomial is 5.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So basically it is the sum of the degrees of those particular variable, right? So in that particular term, like this you have to say. Yeah. So addition, subtraction, multiplication, I hope you know. So like if we have f of x is like this, 3x cube plus 6x, and say g of x is like this, 4x square plus 7, then how to do addition and subtraction of two polynomials, right? So basically you need to add the coefficient of the term having the same degree, right? So here you can see, that is if I add or subtract f of x, so it will be, so 3x square, so 3x cube and 4x square, and let us it is x, okay, 4x square. Now here you can see this x and this x, the coefficient of this two term we have to add because the exponent is same, right? So that is 13x. Okay, this is for addition. Same thing you can do for subtraction also. And multiplication, what multiplication you have to do? Take the one term, multiply with the whole term, plus take the another term, multiply with the whole term. So that is basically multiplication. Okay, so this is two basic things of addition and subtraction and multiplication. But the important thing is the division part. Okay, now you need to focus on the division part. So this is my p of x and this is my q of x. Okay, now what is the value of this particular p of x upon q of x? So p of x is basically x5 x to the power 4 plus 3x cube plus 3x square minus 4, and my q of x is x minus 2 whole square, right? So now I need to find out this particular value. Yes, anyone, how to do that? First I can simply elaborate x square minus 4x plus 4. Okay, okay, let us take simpler example. Say suppose x square minus 6x plus 9 divided by x minus 3. Now how to do this division? First try to make this term equal, right? So how to make this term equal? The coefficient is 1 and the degree is 2. So by which term we have to multiply this particular expression? X, right? I want to make this particular term same. So x minus 3 into x, that is x square minus 3x, right? Now just subtract it. It will like this, minus plus, then it will be minus 3x. Now I want to make these two terms similar. So by which number I have to add here? Because subtract. If I want to make it similar, so that I can subtract it. Why 1? Minus 3x is there. I want to make it minus 3x here. Yes, anyone?
Minus 3.
Minus 3. So if you multiply this x with a minus 3, you will get minus 3x, right? Minus of minus 3, that is plus 9. So it is also plus 9. So if we subtract it, we'll get cancel it out, right? Basically x minus 3. Okay, anyone, any doubt in this part? This is important thing, division part. Whatever like we want to divide, okay? So just try to make those coefficient and those terms similar basically. Then only we can subtract it, right? Okay, let us try this bigger example. So this is basically x to the power 5 minus x to the power 4 plus 3x cube plus 3x square minus 4 and x minus 2, I'm elaborating it, right? So x square minus 4x plus 4. Now, which term I have to use here such that I should make x to the power 5 here? I want to subtract it, right? With this particular term.
X cube.
Which term should be here? X cube, right? So if I multiply x square with x cube, I will get x to the power 5, right? Now just multiply it simpler. Minus 4x into minus 4x to the power 4 plus 4x to the power cube, right? Now subtract it. It will be plus, it will be minus. So this get cancelled. Plus minus this will get cancelled. What I will get? Minus x cube plus 3x square minus 4. Now tell me, I want to make this term similar, right? So by which term I have to multiply with the x square?
Minus x.
Yeah, minus x, because minus sign is also there, right? You have to take the coefficient also. That is minus x. So if I multiply x square by minus x, I will get minus x cube. Then minus 4x minus x, that is plus 4x square, right? And minus 4x, right? So just subtract it. It will be plus, it will be minus, it will be plus. So it will get cancelled. It will be minus x square. Here you can see, here it is x term is not available. It is constant, right? So simply it is minus 4x and minus 4, right? Hello, are you getting it? Any
Plus
doubt in
4x.
this part?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Plus 4x.
Plus 4x, a plus is there, plus 4x, right? Now tell me, I want to make this term same, right? So by which term I have to multiply with the x square?
Minus 1.
Minus 1.
Minus 1, all right? That is minus 1. Just multiply throughout, minus x square plus 4x minus 4. So if you subtract it, it will get cancelled out. The quotient is 0, right? So this is basically your output. So please practice for this division operation, okay? This is important. I will mark it as a star. Okay. That is the case, yeah. Okay, any doubt up till now, anyone?
No.
No. Yes, anyone, any doubt in this part?
No doubt.
No, no,
Okay.
Piyush, thanks.
Now let's move on to next topic, that is functions. That is topic 5, that is week 5. Okay. So yes, anyone know what is horizontal, what is vertical line test? Anyone?
Yes. So the vertical line test is used to check whether a relation is a function or not. And horizontal line is used to check whether a function is injective.
Yeah. So suppose what is horizontal line test is, I will not go into detail, just conceptual pass you understand. So this is my x-axis, this is my y-axis, right? And this is my parabola. If I draw a horizontal line here, right? Now can you see here, for a different value of x, I am getting the same value of y here, right? This is basically y means f of x only, right? For different value of x, I am getting the same value of y here, right? Can you guess any function like this?
Square.
I already draw this parabola,
Square.
right? Yeah, anything, any coefficient or square, right? So for x equals to -1 and 1, I will get the same y value, right? Same thing for mod of x also, right? If x equals to -1, still it is 1. If x equals to +1, still it is 1 only, right? Yeah. So, okay, so if my horizontal line tells what it says, now it must intersect at most one point only. Okay, so but here you can see it is intersecting 2 points here, right? So I can say my horizontal line test fails here. Okay, but is it a function? Is this a function?
Yes.
Yes, it is a
Yes.
function, right? Yeah. Same thing for vertical line test. I will just draw like this, and I will draw vertical line here, right? Now see here what is happening. For same x value, I am getting two different y value, right? That is y1, y2. Now is it a function?
No.
No, it is not a function, right? So just remember that this line tests are used to check whether our function is a basically our expression function or not, right? So it is cutting the, if we draw a vertical line and if we are getting the two value of y for same value of x, then we can say it is not a function, right? So you can see our horizontal line test fails here, right? It should cut at most one point only. Here also same thing. Okay, so we'll not go into detail, just theoretical part. Or exponential function. So suppose f of x equals to a to the power x, right? Now what are the values of a it can take? Yes, anyone? What is the value of x can take?
It can take any real value.
0 to
X can take any real value, right?
any
But
real
what
value.
about a?
Except
It has
irrational.
has to be
Greater
greater
than
than 1.
0 always. Greater than 0 always, right?
0 not equal to 1.
0 and not equal to 1. Okay. Will y not equal to 1?
Because you raise it to any power, it will give you the same value.
Same answer. Okay.
It's a constant function, right? Then
Yeah.
it is possible.
So what should be the graph like? What is the graph of a to the power x when, say, suppose x is greater than 1 and when x is between, sorry, a is between 0 to 1. So first a is greater than 1 and here I will draw when my a is between 0 and 1. Okay, now tell me what should be the graph look like of a to the power x?
Okay, we'll plot it point by point. When x is equal to 0, f of x is equal to 1.
Yeah, so you can take any, say, suppose
Yeah.
a equals to 2 here, right? So that is 2 to the power 8 of x. Now when
Yeah.
x equals to, so what is the value of this y?
When it's 0, it's equal to 1.
1, right? So it should cut this particular point, right?
Yeah.
And this function is increasing function. As you keep increasing the value of x, you will get increasing function, right? So
Yeah.
my graph is like this. It is curve, it will go like this, okay? As you keep increasing the value of x, it will go like this. Now same thing, can you write it here? Let's say a equals to 1 by 2. That is between 0 and 1. Now in that case, what is the y value?
It is a strictly
In
decreasing
x equals to
function.
0, where it cut the y axis?
Yeah, it will still be 1, but it will just be
Same point, right?
yeah, same point.
1 only, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it will go like this.
Decreasing.
Yeah, it will decreasing. Yeah. So it will come like this. Yeah. So, okay. What is the range and domain of this both the function for both the cases?
Uh, uh,
Simple thing, right?
Range is 0 to infinity.
0 to infinity, right? And domain,
Okay. Domain is any real value.
it can take all real value, right?
Yeah.
Same for this also, 0 to infinity, and it can take all any real value, right?
Yeah. Yeah, correct.
Okay, that is the case in exponential function. But the moment if I replace a with e, right, then we call it as natural exponential function. Okay, that is natural exponential function. When I replace a by e, that is e to the power x, right? F of x, that is natural function. Now, can you tell me the graph of this? Is anyone?
It'll be the same graph except for the fact that a is equal to e. Oh, sorry, it'll be only the graph on the left because e is greater than 1.
Is
Since e is greater than 1, it will be the graph on the left.
if I put x equals to 0 here,
You'll get 1.
it will still cut this particular point, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, like this. Sorry, it's just a point. But can I say in general, say for a to the power x, this 0 comma 1, all the graph will pass through this point like this, like this, like this. Can I say for a to the power x for any a and x value?
Yeah, for all a, if x is equal to 0, it will always y value be equal to 1.
It will cut the y axis at 0 comma 1 only, right?
Yes,
If
yes,
x
yes.
equals to 0, it irrespective value of a. Yeah. Okay. So same is applicable to for this exponential function also. Domain is R and range is 0 to infinity. Same thing. Okay. And exponential function. Okay. So you should know, right? During calculation, you should remember the some properties of this exponential function, or you can say law of this exponential function. I will quickly revise it. So AB M is basically AM BM, right? So A M in bracket AM is equals to MN. Okay. So this is M minus N. Okay. A simple exponential properties. Nothing in that. Yeah. Okay. Now what is composite function? Is anyone? What is composite function? This is again I will mark
Sir,
it
I
as
have
a
a
star.
question. Sir, I have a
Yes.
question.
Yes.
Sir, will you upload the video on YouTube, sir? Because I am not able to
Yes.
connect.
Yes. So
My
we are
mobile is
facing
just I have
issues in today. Yeah. So after the session, we'll upload this video on YouTube. Yeah. Don't worry.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Then I will also share the PDF. Okay. This PDF. So what is composite function? Suppose I have f of x and g of x. These are the two functions, right? Now the composite function is basically say f of g of x. If I replace x by g of x, so that is basically f of g of x. So we call it as a
G
fog. So
of
f,
of x.
yeah, same thing for g of f of x, right? Same thing. Yeah, so we should be able to simplify this to composite function if it is given. So directly we go on to the question. This is f of x and this is g of x, and you need to find out f of g of x. So what I am doing, instead of x, I am replacing with g of x, right? So where this x is given, I will replace with g of x. Here also it is g of x, right? Then I will calculate. Okay. Now tell me, how to go. Just replace x with g of x, right? For f of g of x. So better to simplify this first. So f of x equals to 10 x square minus 25. Sorry, not 25. Minus 10x plus 25, right? Plus 100x minus 225. So 10x square minus 100x plus 250 plus 100x minus 225. So this get cancelled. This is x square. So 10x square. Yes. Any doubt in this part? So this is simplified f of x, right? I'm just simplifying it. Now it is easier to put g of x here, right? I can simply put instead of f, it is instead of x is g of x, right? So that will be 100 of g of x whole square plus 25, right? So it will be 10 under root of 2x plus 5 square plus 25. So it will be same thing. It is 2x plus 5 plus 25. So 20x plus 50 plus 25, right? So 20x plus 75. Yeah, this is the case. Now, hello, anyone, any doubt in this part? Composite function means simply we are replacing this x with the particular function, so g of x. So f of g of x means replace x in f of x by g of x. That is for this f of g of x. So we are get this value, that is 20 plus 75. That is 20x plus 75. Now same thing is here. Now you can find out g of f of x, right? Now replace this x by f of x. Now I have to replace this x by f of x, right? So what will be my g of f of x here? That is 2. What is simplified f of x?
10x square plus 25.
is equal to
10x square plus 25, right? So here 10x square plus 25 plus 5. So just simplify it. It will be 20x square plus 50
55.
plus 5. So this is the correct one, right? 20x square plus 55 under root 20x plus 5. So this is how we calculate the composite function, right? Now if I want to find out, say suppose I say h equals to, say h of x equals to f of g of x, okay? Now I need to find out the domain of this particular function h of x. So at first we need to find out this particular expression we got here. So basically domain is all real number, right? For this expression. So you can expect such type of question. So you need to find out the composite function. You need to do this calculation, find out a composite function, and based on that function, that is the resultant function, some variable or some information will be given. So you need to solve that. Okay. So such question you can expect. So but basic part is this composite function. Any doubt in this part? We have one more example. Is anyone there? Hello. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now just find out the g of f of 5, right? So what you will do, either you find out g of f of x, or you will put 5 there, or first find out f of 5 and then simply put in the g. So will both the case will give the same output? Yes, anyone?
6.
6 is the answer.
So just put 5.
It gives the same answer.
15. 15 plus 11, that is 36, right? That is 50. Wait. 25, right? 25. 36. That is the 6. Yeah, 6 is the answer. Okay. So this is from topic 5, that is week 5, that is functional horizontal line. The main focus will be on exponential functions and composite functions, okay, and how to find it out, and few properties also you need to apply. Yeah.
Piyush, can you just go back to
Yes.
the, see, I'm getting g of f as square root of 3x plus 15. Okay.
G of x as,
First is I'm getting g of f of x as square root of 3x plus 15.
how? G of f of x, right? So what is our f of x? 10x square plus 25, right? I just simplified it, right?
Next question.
Okay, next question.
Next.
Okay, now let us do that. Just replace f of x in this g of x, right? So what I will
Yeah.
get?
Oh, okay. I have made a mistake. I have actually written, instead of plus 11, I've written plus 5. Okay, got it.
Yeah, so same thing, 3x plus 21. Now put x equals to 5, that is 15 plus 21, right? That is 36 only, right? Under root 6 answer. Yeah, same. Yeah. So what is logarithm function? Yes, anyone? F of x equals to log to the base a, say x. X always be positive. Remember that, right? And what is the condition for a? Yes, anyone?
Greater than 1.
Greater than 1, right? Okay. So this is basic logarithmic function, and few properties you should know. Okay. So what is the domain? So what is the domain and the range of this logarithmic function? Yes, anyone?
Domain is open interval 0 to infinity.
Yeah, 0 to infinity. Range?
All real numbers.
Minus infinity to infinity, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So in any question, if you see like this, say instead x will not be given. Suppose f of x is there. It can be any function, right? Remember that this function is only valid when f of x is greater than 0, right? Instead of x, I'm just replacing it f of x, right?
Piyush,
Hello? Yes, go ahead.
the range cannot be 0.
Hello?
Hello, Piyush, can you hear me?
Piyush, can you
Yes,
hear
yes.
me?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
the range cannot have. Okay, it can have the value 0. Yeah, if it's x is equal to 1. Got it. Sorry. Yeah.
So what I'm saying, if I replace x by f of x and say this is y, now this function is only valid when f of x is greater than 0. Okay. For any value, if f of x is not greater than 0, for that this function will not be defined, right? Because our that particular function must be greater than 0. So it is not in that particular domain of that particular logarithm function only, right? Hello? Are you getting it what I'm saying? If y equals to log of to the base a, say any base n, f of x is given to you, that f of x must be greater than 0 only, because this function is not valid. It is not in their domain, right? So f of x must be always greater than 0. For any value, if f of x is less than 0, then this function is not valid for this particular value. Okay. So this is basically a logarithmic function. and few properties you need to remember. Okay. So what are the properties? These are the important properties. Okay.
Excuse me, the previous example you mentioned, yes, y equal to log f of n to the base a. So this one, this is a composite function, is it?
A composite function, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So what I mean to say, suppose instead of any x or any number, it is mentioned like this. So minus x square minus 3x plus 9 like this. So this function must be greater than equals to 0. Then only this whole function is valid, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So there are few properties which will be useful while solving out or simplifying the numerical. So first one is that what is log of 1 to the base a? Any base. Log of 1 is 0, right? Yeah. So log of a to the same base a. So any number with the same base, it will be 1, right? Yeah. So log of a m into n, it will basically log of m to the same base a plus log of n to the same base a. Okay. Log of a, what is next? M by n, it is equals to log of same. Okay, bases are same. Okay, log to the base same base a, that is log of n, right? And say suppose we have log to the base a m and exponential it is n, so n will come down, so it will be n log of a to the base m, right? So this is an important one. Please kindly note it down, right? And one more important, that is base change, right? Base change property of log. So that is log of say a and m. So it is equivalent to log of m divided by log of a to the any base, say any base z. Okay, that is a base change property. And the natural log is to the base e. That is log to the base e is our natural log and denoted as ln. That is ln of m is same as log of to the base e to the m, right? So to the base e, that is natural log, that is ln. So if in the question it is mentioned ln, it means the log to the base e, right? Yeah.
Can you please repeat the base change formula? It's log m to the base a equals to, what is the numerator and denominator?
Log m to the base a is log of m upon log of a to any base. You can change it to any base. Say I'm taking z here, right? It can be anything. It can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 4, it can be anything.
Okay. Got
Yeah.
it. Thank you.
So base change is basically log of m divided by log of a to any base, right? So base change property, you're changing the base. But this should be same. If this is z, this is also z. If this is 4, it should be 4 only. Yeah. And in generally we do like this, that is ln of m upon ln of a. Means here you can see ln means log e, right? To the same base e. So if we need to apply a base change property, you can simply bring it all the expression in the natural log, and then you can simplify this, right? So the two important things from this week is, first one is that if suppose y of log of the any base f of x is given to you, that f of x must be equals to positive, must be greater than 0, that is positive. That is the first thing, important part. And then next are the properties of log. Okay, if you know these two things, you can solve any question. Now let us go back to the one question, that is domain. So what is the domain of this particular function? F of x log is given, say any base, say e, and we are given this function. So I just now discussed what I have discussed. So now tell me, what is the domain of this particular function, f of x? That is, you can assume it as log of, say, g of x, and where g of x is like this, minus of x e to the power 3x minus 27x, right? Now tell me.
G of x is greater than 0.
G of x is greater than 0 means my this term should be negative, right? This negative sign is there outside the bracket, right? if my this term is negative, then negative negative will become positive, right?
Correct.
Then g of x will become positive, greater than 0. So my
Right.
this x to the 3x minus 27x must be less than 0, right?
Yes.
Hello, yeah. So for what value this expression will get less than 0?
When
Because yeah, negative sign is there. So
e power
yeah.
e power 3x equal to 27.
So for that you can simply equate it to 0 and simplify it first. So
Yeah.
x to the power 3x equals to 27x. So x will get cancelled. So e to the power 3x equals to 27. So how to evaluate, how to solve for x? Yes, anyone?
Applying
Using
log on
ln
both sides.
Yeah, apply log on both the side. So if you apply log on both the side, it will get 3x ln of e, natural log, here ln of 27. So log of e to the base e, that is 1, right? So 3x equals to ln of 27. Now, can I write 27 in the form of 3? Anyone?
Yes, 3 cube.
3
No,
cube,
sorry,
right?
3. Yeah.
Yeah. So now I can, by that property, I can bring this 3 on this side. So it will be like this 3x equals to 3 ln of 3, right? So my this 3 will get cancelled. So x equals to ln of 3. And also here at eliminate x, but in general, what we can do, we can take x common, e to the power 3x minus 27 equals to 0. Means x equals to 0 or e to the power 3x minus 27 equals to 0. So when x equals to 0 and when x equals ln to the power 3, my this function will become negative. So when I said this is 0, right? Ln of 3 will be any value, right? Yeah. So between 0 and ln of 3. So my function at x should take between these two value only, 0 and ln of 3. If we take from this side or from on the other side, it will give me the positive number, right? So it will be a negative. So basically my log function will be negative, right? So I don't want, it is not in the domain of this particular log function, right? So the correct answer will be domain of this particular function will be 0 to ln of 3, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So please remember what I discussed. This is minus sign. So for this particular expression should be less than 0. Then only my whole expression is positive, right? So my whole expression, that is log of any function, should be positive. Please keep in mind that, yeah. We can ask for any type of question based on this, but this is an important property you need to remember. Now next question, solve for x. Find out the value of x, e to the power x to the power x minus 12 equals to 1. What is the value of x?
Anything power 0 is 1. So 4 power x minus 2 power x minus 12 should be 0.
Sorry, anything?
Anything power 0 is 1. So e power whatever is there should be equal to 0. So 4 power x minus 2 power x minus 12 should be equal to 0, right?
Oh, okay. Is it?
So the thing is, because any e raised to 0 is equal to 1,
Yeah.
so whatever exponent we have will be equated to 0.
0.
So we
Yeah.
get, yeah. So 4 raised to x minus 2 raised to x minus 12 is equal to 0. So that's how we start.
Then we add log on both sides.
You can write this as ln1.
First, we'll take this approach. So we equate it to 0. Then what? How to proceed further?
We transfer the 12 on the other side. So it's 4 raised to x minus 2 raised to x is equal to 12. Okay. Then what you do
Sir,
is
we
you remove.
can take 4 to the power x equal to a and make quadratic in a.
We cannot directly make quadratic in a. For
Apply
that, what we can
logarithm,
do?
x will logarithm.
Can I write like
Oh,
this?
okay.
So that's what we discussed earlier, like properties of exponential function.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beta.
So I can also write
बेटी
like this 2x.
बेटी टीवी बंद कर दो बेटी ए बेटी
X is equal to 2.
Yeah. To the power x minus 12 equals to 0, right? Now say put to the power x equals to t, and it's t square minus t minus 12. Now what is the answer for this particular expression t? Tell me.
4, 3 and
So minus 4 t minus 4 t
Minus,
plus 3 equal to 0.
yeah, t and minus 4 3, right? But my t is to the power x. To the power x equals to minus 4, and to the power x equals to 3.
So t equal to 4 and minus 3.
T will be
Yeah.
4 and minus 3.
Now tell me, can any exponent is there whose if I take this power, it will give me 3 minus 3 negative value for any value of x? Can I get negative value for any number?
No.
No. So this is not applicable. So only thing is 2x to the power 4. So for what value of x, x equals to 2, we can directly say, or we can take the log and then we can simply ln of 2, then ln of 2 to the power 2, then 2 ln get cancelled, x equals to 2, right? So x equal to 2 is the answer. Okay. Anyone, any doubt in this problem? Okay. So this is the last problem. Okay, one more problem is there. Yeah. Number of solutions means the number of value of x, right? That thing we have to find out. Now tell me how to simplify this expression. If you remember, I discussed two things in the.
You can change the base for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Divide x cube minus 1
Which?
by x minus 1.
Okay. So first thing, okay, tell me what should we do first?
Divide x cube minus 1 by x minus 1 and change the power. Ah, yeah.
How we can divide? For that, we should same base should be there, right? Log of am minus log of an equals to log of am by n, only applicable when there are same base, right? A. For that, first we need to make the base same. Now, how to make the base same?
this x cube minus 1 cube is a cube minus b cube.
Yeah. So for that, okay, first
Log
before
x
doing
cube
any,
minus
yeah,
1 upon log 8 is equal to log x minus 1 upon log 2.
right. Before
Yeah.
doing any simplification, we should change the base first. Okay. Then only we can apply those properties of log. So what I am doing, I am just changing the base rule, applying the base rule properties and converting it into natural log. Okay, any log. So I am just natural log. So ln of 8. Here also ln of x minus 1 upon ln of 2. Right? Okay, everyone got this? What I have done here, I have just simply applied the base change property to the natural log, logarithm. It is x minus 1. Now tell me how to proceed further, how to simplify.
8
See,
can be written as
yeah.
2 raised to 3.
Yeah, so I can write it as ln of 2 to the power cube, right? Now 3 will come down, right? 3 of like this, 3 into ln of 2. So ln x cube minus 1, 3 of ln of 2, it is ln of x minus 1 upon ln of 2, right? So this ln of 2 will get cancelled.
X equals to 1.
No, x equals to 1. If you put x equals to 1, you will get 0, 0.
So what we do is we say ln of x cube x cube minus 1 is equal to 3 times ln of x minus 1 or x minus 1 the whole cube. So we get x cube minus
So
1.
3 will go on this side, right? Yes, yes, go ahead.
Yeah. So you get
What
ln
will
of
get?
ln of x cube. Okay. So you get ln of x cube minus 1 is equal to ln of x minus 1 the whole cube. Okay. So then
I can apply those
because
property in reverse also, right? Yeah.
yeah.
Then
So now because the base is the same, okay, you can equate by saying the ln is basically not applicable anymore. You can remove it and you say x cube minus 1 is equal to x minus 1 the whole cube.
Is a cube minus b cube equal to a minus b whole cube? No, right? It
I
is
will
equal
come to
to
that.
a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, see, a cube minus b cube is basically a minus b, a square plus ab plus b square, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So what to do after that? Yes, anyone?
Yeah, then in case when we multiply it is summation, right? So x minus 1 on both sides logarithmic function will get cancelled and we'll get ln of x square
See,
plus
we cannot cancel like this ln. Okay.
no
Either
I
we
mean
can
to
take
say
anti-log, then we'll get the same result, but we cannot cancel like this. Okay, in general.
no I mean to say
Yeah.
log of a in m into n is log of m plus log of n, right?
That is x cube minus 1 upon x minus 1 whole cube equals to 0, right?
Yes.
Now it is natural log, right?
Yeah.
Now one more thing, n to the y, right? If this is there, what I can say n equals to, now this base will go this side, a to the power y, right? Log of n to the base a is y, then I can say n equals to a to the power y, right? Can I say like this?
Yes.
Yes.
Reverse you can take, right? You simply, yeah. So here it is e, right? Natural log. Now x cube minus 1, x minus 1 whole cube equals to e to the power 0. That is 1 only, right? Eventually I will get there only, it is equal, but we cannot cancel the log directly. We can say we can take anti-log or we can simplify like this. So from this, here what I will get, x cube minus 1 divided by x minus 1 whole cube equals to 1. So now I can apply a cube minus b cube formula here, right? So it will give me x minus 1 x square plus x plus 1, right? X minus 1 cube. So this will get cancelled, right? So what I am getting, x square plus x plus 1 x minus 1 square, right? So it is equals to 1. I'm taking this expression on this side. So x square minus 2x plus 1. So x square 1 1 get cancelled. 3x equals to 0, right? Means x equals to 0, right? It cannot be possible, right? Because if I put x equals to 0, it becomes negative.
Negative.
Yeah. Something
It's
is
asking the
missing here.
number of solutions, right?
Yeah. Our calculation is correct.
One is the answer,
I
right?
got it's x square minus x equals to 0. The equation I don't I calculate. I calculated this one. I found x square minus x is equal to 0, whereas x is equal to 0 or 1. So 0 is not possible. 1 is the only solution. That's what I got.
Yeah, so I think we have made some calculation mistake here.
I also got the same.
So the number of solutions will be 0, right?
1.
No, 1. Because 0 and 1 if you are getting, if we cannot use 0 here, right? Because it will become negative value, right?
But if we
So this
use 1,
function
it
is
will become 0. Then also it is not defined, right?
When we substitute, 3 gives the answer because log 8 to the base 8 equals to log 2 to the base 2.
wait, we have not done the calculation correctly. X cube minus 1, x minus 1, ln of 2, ln of 8. So to the power cube 3 will go this side, this side. Then, yeah. So then what we have done, we have taken this 3 this side. So x minus 1 whole cube, right? So x square plus x plus 1 equals to x square minus 2x plus 1, right? Yeah. X equals to 0 only, right?
Yes. I tried substituting 3. It seems to work.
If you put 3 here, I will get log of 2, that is 1, right?
Yes.
Put 3 here, yeah. For 3 it is getting satisfied.
Correct.
Yeah, but our calculation is something wrong, or equal to minus this side. What we have done.
Try from
Basically, the
back.
answer is 1 here. Yeah, because for 3 is getting satisfied, right?
Yes.
Yeah. For 0 it will not satisfy because it is negative number.
Right.
I guess we have done some mistake.
Hey, I
Okay.
sorry to interrupt. I'm not understanding how come are we getting when x is equal to 3, how are we getting a solution for this?
So if you put x equals to 3, here you will get log of 2, right? To the
Right,
same base, it is 1.
right.
If you put
And
x equals to 2 here, oh wait, it is 3.
no, and in the
No,
left
you
hand
will not
side,
get, yeah.
yeah,
It is
we will
cube,
not
right?
get.
It is cube,
Piyush,
yeah, it is cube.
if I can just interject over here,
Hmm.
I think when probably when you were doing the calculation, right? So we got the expression as x is cube minus 1 by x minus 1 whole cube is equal to
Hmm.
1, right?
1,
Now,
right, yeah.
right. So when we put the, if we just try, then if we put the value of x equal to 1 in the original equation, then it's getting satisfied. Log of 0
This
is
one.
equal to log of 0. But we can't divide by x minus 1 because then that's an error, right? We can't divide by x minus
Yeah,
1 if x is a solution. So we can't divide like that.
yeah.
Yeah. So I think we need to equate them. We can't divide like that. We have to take the antilog and then we have to equate them.
If we even if we equate, we'll get the same thing, right?
So, x cube minus 1.
X cube minus 1 equals to x minus 1 whole cube, right?
Yeah. That breaks, I think there is something wrong, like x minus 1 into x square minus 2x plus 1, right? It should be.
So it will be x minus 1 x square plus 1 equals to x minus 1 cube. So it will get cancelled square, right? So
Hey
x
Piyush,
square.
we are again kind of implicitly dividing by x minus 1. So see, I think what we can do over here is that keep x cube minus 1 as it is on the left hand side, and on the right hand
Then
side we can, yes. Can you hear me?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I
Can
got your
we
point. You want to apply x minus b whole cube formula here.
a minus b whole cube formula? Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. So it will be a cube. Write me down. It will be a cube minus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube, right? So
It's minus b cube, right?
Minus b cube
minus
probably.
b cube minus b cube. Okay, so it will be 3 minus 3a square b. A is 1 x square, so 3x minus 1 is okay, then 3x square, then we have plus b square, so b is 1 only here, so that is 3x, right? Yeah,
Yes.
then
Yes.
minus 1.
Minus 1.
So here x cube minus 1, right?
Right.
So x cube 1 minus 1 will get cancelled. So minus 3x square plus 3x equals to 0. So 3x square minus 3x equals to 0. Right?
Yeah, now we can do this. Yeah, x is equal to 0
Yeah.
or x equal to 1, but x equal to 0 will not satisfy. So yeah, x equal
Yeah.
to 1.
X equals to 1. Yeah. So x equals to
So
1 we
if we
can put,
put
right?
x equal to 1, it will be 1 minus 1, 0, right?
It is
Log
0.
0.
Yeah.
So
But
is
if
it
we, yeah.
defined?
Yeah, but it will get satisfied, right? This equation will get satisfied for this.
Yeah, both will be 0, but it is still not defined, right?
Defined,
At
yeah.
0.
0 should, yeah, greater than positive. So
Yeah.
this expression should be greater than 0, right?
Yes.
Okay, I will check whether it is 0 solution or 1 solution. Okay. So 1 minute.
Oh, one question, Piyush.
Yes.
If we could approach this like log
Huh.
base 8 x cube minus 1, we can write it log base 2 x cube minus 1 to the power 1 by 3, right?
To the power 1 by 3, yes.
Because 8 is equal to 2 to the power 3, and so the value will,
Sorry.
yeah.
The answer is 0 only here. I checked the answer, it is 0. So we are getting 0 and minus 1, right? Here. And for both the cases, we are not getting satisfied. So the answer is 0.
Number of solution, not the
Number of
solution.
solution. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number of solution is 0. Yeah, sorry. Sorry for that. I also got confused here. So here we are not finding out the value of x, we are finding out the number of value for which this equation is getting satisfied, right? So for 0 and 1 also, for 0, if we put it is negative, this is also negative, and for 1 also, it is 0, right? It is not greater than positive. So f of x should be greater than 0. So there is no solution for this. So number of solution is 0. Okay. Sorry for the confusion. Yeah. Okay. Everyone got it, right? Hello?
Yeah.
It is number of solution. Yeah, not the solution. Yeah. Okay. So it's okay. This last example, we can take it. Suppose there are that two types of insects are found in the pond. Their growth number is after 3 seconds is given by the equations f of t and h of t, right? Then for what value of t, both insects will be of same number in the pond. So what we have to do here?
F of t equal to h of t.
Yeah. So f of t equals to h of t. Again, those properties we need to apply. So please revise those property. It will be easier to simplify. Question will be simpler, concept will be simpler, but you just need to do calculation, right? Correct. And what is asked in the question, that also you have to write. Now how to simplify this? Just take log on both the side, right?
Yes.
So natural log 5 3t minus 2. This is log of 3 2t plus 1. So 3t minus 5 ln of 5, it is 2t plus 1 ln of 3, right? So what we have to find out? Yeah, we have to find out the value of t. We can simplify, multiply and directly just bring in terms of t, right? So 3 into ln of 5 into t minus 2 ln of 5 plus 2 ln of 3 into t plus ln of 3. Now this bring this term this side, 3 into ln of 5 t minus 2 ln of 3 t into ln of 3 minus 2 ln of 5, right?
Plus 2 ln of 5.
Minus will go on this side, that is plus. Now t take common, right? We can take common t. So what I will get? 3 ln of 5 plus 2 ln of 3, sorry, minus 3 ln of 3. So don't do calculation mistake like I am doing. Ln of 3, ln of 5. So t equals to ln of 3 plus 2 ln of 5 divided by 3 ln of 5 minus 2 ln of 3. This should be the answer. Plus 2 ln of 5. This is the answer, right?
Right.
If we simplify, we'll get more answer. We can check for this is not a correct one. So can you simplify or can we get this or this? We can check it. Basically, these two are the same thing, right? If you see they are applying the base change formula here, right?
Yes, yes.
But can we get here or here by using this expression? How to simplify? How to simplify?
It's
Again,
the same.
apply
It's the
those
same thing.
properties.
B and C is the same thing.
Yeah, same thing. But how to get this B or C by using this expression? Right?
Oh, okay. Okay, so what you do is yeah.
Like this, right?
Correct.
So ln of 3 plus ln of 25, ln of 125 minus ln of 9.
9.
Right? Now apply those property.
You get
So,
ln of 75 upon ln of 125 by 9.
yes. So that is second option, right? This one. And by using base change property, we will get this option, right? Option 3 also. Hello? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it. So we have discussed the first 6 topics given in your syllabus. This part we'll discuss in the next session. Okay. So any doubt in this part, in this topic? So focus on this logarithmic function and their properties, okay? And calculation is, you have to think, you have to do more calculation. So practice it. And resting I have discussed what are important from your qualifier exam point of view. Okay.
Any source to practice?
Like on the website, mock questions are there, right? Yeah.
Hi Piyush, can you please share this PDF in the chat right now?
Yeah, exactly.
In the chat, I can share it. Wait, just 1 minute. Do you want annotation also, like whatever I have written?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You will get the recording of the session. Yeah, don't worry. And
Sir, is it possible to get last year qualifier exam question paper for practice?
last year qualifier exam people, I don't think so. You can check it whether it is available on the internet or not.
Where can I get the recorded version of this session?
I will upload it on YouTube after the session. Like tomorrow, we'll upload it on YouTube.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I will try to send the mail consisting of this PDF file and the YouTube link. Okay. But just 1 minute, I'm sharing the link here also.
Sir, is there any idea about admit card distribution date for the qualifiers?
No. You didn't get it?
Not yet, sir.
Yes, no.
You can wait, or you can mail to the support team. Yeah. So just 1 minute. That session, right? Now, can you check whether you have access to this file or not? I have pasted the link in the chat.
We received, sir.
Yeah. You can view that, right? Okay.
Thank you,
Great.
Piyush. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Thank you so much. We learned
Thank
a
you,
lot
everyone.
today. Thank you. Thank you.
How do I access the PDF? Piyush, sorry, I couldn't do it.
Just go through the link. I have pasted the link in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah. You can download directly. Or tomorrow I will send the email. I will try to send the mail having this PDF and the recording of the session.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. A very
Piyush?
informative. Thank you.
Yes.
Piyush, for diploma in programming, math, it is all the things that you've discussed today plus graph theory only, right?
Yes. Right. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Calculus part is not there for programming.
Yeah. So first 6 and then graph theory.
Graph theory. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you then. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Hello, Piyush.
Hello. Yes.
Yeah. So I just want to get the answer again. Have you means till sixth chapter we have to
Please.
go through in the YouTube?
Lots of noise is coming. Yes. Can you try now? Can you speak now? I think you joined from 2 devices, right? Try to. Yeah. Just leave the mute, or you can minimize the volume. Okay. Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, week 11 also in the there syllabus.
Weak and graph theory is there. Yes. We'll discuss in the next session.
Okay.
Yeah. One more session is there. You can check. Yes. Radha, you want to ask something?
Hey Piyush, hello, am I audible?
Hello. Yes.
Okay, for the diploma in data science, right?
Mhm.
So, are there, problems on, say, differentiation limits like L'Hopital's rule and then integrations? I mean, I went through the video lectures that have been uploaded on YouTube, right? I don't see any that are there, but will there
No, no.
questions be asked? Yeah.
No, simple thing what you have discussed in the lecture, on based on that only, you can expect question from calculus part. Simple, finding out the integral value, definite integral value. Such type of question you can expect. Like what is there in the slide.
Sir, the
So
exam would
we have planned one more session for separate session for calculus part for diploma in data science. So you can join that session too. We'll discuss that part there also.
Okay, just to follow up, definite integrals and such concepts. Are there any video lectures that are there on YouTube, the IITM site, I mean channel itself on YouTube? I don't see any because from the link that is there from for the video playlist, right? I don't see any lectures on integrals. So is it there in the syllabus, or I mean, what is the
Yes,
case?
definite integral is there. Like whatever the important we'll discuss in the session. But
Okay.
just go through the lecture. Okay, what is
So,
mentioned in that lecture? Yeah.
so Piyush, I was asking like the YouTube channel which you have given to study for the mathematics, we have to go through till week 6.
For which diploma you have applied? Programming or data
Data
science?
science.
For data science, you need to watch all the lectures, all the videos till week 12.
Okay.
Yeah, for programming only, calculus part is not there. It is week 7, 8, 9 is not there. The rest of the part is there. And for programming, all the 12 weeks are there. Sorry, for diploma, all the 12 weeks are there.
Okay. Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah.
And
Thank
will graph theory, I mean, all those maybe breadth first, depth
Yes,
first
yes.
searches, all those will be discussed in
Yes,
the.
that is there. That is there. Yeah, we'll discuss. Yeah. So
Okay.
on 3rd of December, we'll discuss. And again, one more session is there on 8th of December.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And sequences and series is that there in the
It
syllabus
is
or?
in limit part. Yeah, we'll discuss in calculus.
Okay.
Next session.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. Thanks for your time. Okay.
Yeah.
Good night.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Sir, the exam would be